Hi, today we're going to look at the supplier journey on Kopiki. So we've logged in and this is our supplier area. Now it's important when you sign up to Kopiki that you select supplier and you fill in the details and obviously set the verification email before you enter. If you have any problems doing that, contact help@kopiki.com, but also be aware that verification emails can sometimes go into spam, but also be aware of any phishing emails from friendly domains in there too. Okay, so let's have a quick look around here. First of all, let's look at the profile. So because we are looking to match you against other businesses, it's very important you keep your profile up to date. We're using that information to try and accurately match you against buyers that may do business with you. I need to upload my picture, but make sure everything's up to date and you get it to 100%. The next thing that's important is the products. So obviously initially a buyer is going to enter a product or service and we're going to find people that match that product and we're going to find people that match them as a buyer or supplier, and then we're going to invite you to participate. So let's look at the products. If we look at our products here, we've got my products here and we can add products. So I just look at what I've got on offer here. I'm going to say, right, I want to add some more grains. So I'm going to type in grains. I'm going to go to my add products, type in grain, and you can see here's some other grains coming up. So which grain am I going to have? Okay, so I'm going to add grain products. You can see a little pop-up here tells me I've just added grain products to my product set. If we go to my products, you'll now see that the grain products come there. On my product area, I can remove products. So I may decide there's some products I'm no longer offering, and I can remove them. So I'm going to remove bananas. So I've just removed bananas from my product list. Just confirmation there. So basically in this area, we've got 10,000 line items to choose from. So you need to type in all the elements of the broad categories and the specific goods and services you offer. So you obviously don't want to enter anything you don't offer, but you should make sure you cover everything you can possibly offer, because we're going to offer you a marketplace request to enter and interact with the buyers. And you have an option then when you see what they're looking for, whether you want to join that marketplace or not. But obviously if you don't have the product or service in your list, then it's not going to be matched in the first place. So make sure your profile's up to date, make sure your products are up to date. Now depending what sector you're in, you may get a marketplace request for Kopiki every day, every week, every month, or every few weeks. And that's down to what you're offering, but also down to what sectors we're ramping up in as we grow as a business. So obviously you've got to be aware of what's going on. So it's important then to log into Kopiki every day just to check if you've got any alerts. We will email you alerts if there's new marketplaces from buyers, but they can get missed, they can go into spam. Check your spam for alerts, they often go in there, but if you log in each day, then obviously you can just quickly check to see if there's any alerts there and you've not missed them. Okay, so what are you going to see when you get a marketplace request? In your dashboard, you're going to log in and you're going to see this alert come up, marketplace request. So you'd have had an email alert maybe, or you've logged in and you've seen this. So we click on that, or we go to marketplace requests, and this is now we're seeing the detail of the opportunity. Now we've set this one up for the demo. We said onions, your match is bar is 30%. Now to be honest, it's up to you to decide, but matches between buyers and suppliers, as you'd expect, are rarely 100%. 50% is very good. So realistically, somewhere between 30 and 50% is not a bad match. And again, it's probably realistic to suggest that you've got there, a 1 in 3 chance of being selected and to go ahead and do business. So it's still not unrealistic to spend some time. So this is a test. What do they want next? They want an order, okay, and they want it by the 28th of January, so it's only a few days away. They're in London. The budget's £100. I want to reduce their costs. So that's great. So I know that information. So now I want to decide how I can help. Because now, once I get involved, and if I choose to be involved, then it's all about getting selected. So I'm just going to put in my offer. They want to reduce costs, so I'm going to put that in at £99. I could say no price at this time. So I could say I don't want to give a price yet, I want to look at the marketplace, I want to interact with you first, but let's start off with £99. We can always change that later, and it's a test, but we're going to say how many do you need. Okay, so now we're going to enter the marketplace. So what we're saying here is by accepting the marketplace request, that's going to charge the credit. Now I'm on unlimited credits, but if you on free credits you get 2 a month, so this is going to use up one of your credits, and obviously you can buy other packs as well. But once you enter the marketplace, it's going to cost you a credit to enter. So now we're in the marketplace environment. So this is the buyer. We can't see their picture, but this is the marketplace details. We can click on here. We can see some of the more details. We can see more details there about the owner of the marketplace without knowing who they are. And then we can start answering questions. Here's our offer, and we can change the offer at any time, and we can see the others' offers in the marketplace as well. So in this area, the buyer is anonymous, the supplier is anonymous, but we will see and interact as a group. So all the suppliers will see and interact together with the buyer, but it all remains anonymous. So let's put a nice statement here. Hi buyer, I have been supplying onions for 10 years and keen to help. So we want to start interacting, we want to start building a relationship with the buyer, because ultimately if we start to build a relationship, if they start to like us and trust us, what they're going to do is they're going to shortlist us. When the marketplace ends, they're going to get our contact details, and more importantly, we're going to get their contact details. Remember, although we've got a length of marketplace ticking down here, the buyer can end the marketplace anytime they choose. As soon as they think they've found what they need, they can end the marketplace. So from your perspective, keep an eye on your alerts. We'll send alerts to you when there's new supplies in the marketplace, when there's new interaction going on, so you can respond to. But once you're in a marketplace, you may want to just keep this open. Keep it open on your desktop, keep looking at it, making sure you're interacting and making sure you're the one building a relationship. Keep an eye on your offer, make sure your offer is consistent and it's good. It doesn't have to be silly, or you may decide not to make an offer, but you need to make sure you're continually interacting. So let's quickly look at it from the buyer side. So we go to the buyer side. This is the marketplace. This is what they see. So their view is slightly different. They see all the potential match suppliers in our database. They see the suppliers in, and this is where they're going to shortlist. So they may then come back and respond to you, and they may say, great, I'm looking for 100 kilograms. So they are now interacting with you, and that's great if they've started interacting with you. And then we see that will come up on your area as well, and then you can respond to that. So if you know that they are 100 kilograms, you might say, actually, I can now change my proposal, because for 100 kilograms I can offer that for £29, and then you update your offer. And then if you go onto the buyer screen, you see your offer has now been updated. So this can go backwards and forwards, communication with, there's going to be other suppliers in the marketplace interacting with you, but what you're waiting for, you're wanting to maintain that relationship throughout the marketplace, because then they're going to say, actually, you know what, I quite like this guy, and they're going to shortlist you. And that's what you want, because once you're shortlisted, if you remain shortlisted, so carry on communicating until the end of the marketplace, because they can always remove you from that shortlist. But build that relationship, make a good offer, keep interacting, and then what they're going to do, they're going to end this marketplace. When they end the marketplace, they're going to get the contact details. So they've got your contact details now, and they can make contact with you, and more importantly, you're going to get their contact details as well. So if we go to marketplaces and we look at onions, you've now got their contact details as well. So that's it. You've now got a lead, a very highly qualified lead, and you've already started building a relationship with this buyer. So it's a very hard chance you're now going to do business. It's not guaranteed, there's no guarantees in this, but it's a very efficient way to build business. Now let's just think on the timelines on how this runs. So the buyer's going to open a marketplace, they're going to invite suppliers in, that's going to take a day or so. If you get in early, you can start building the relationship. They may then invite their existing suppliers in to benchmark and compare, so that'll take another couple of days, and then they're going to make some decisions. So just be prepared. So this process can take any time from a day to sometimes a week or two. So you just have to look at the timeline and make sure you're interacting, and make sure you're monitoring, and make sure you're all going to get shortlisted. And as I said before, make sure your profile is up to date, your products are up to date, and you keep checking Kopiki for new opportunity. Great, that's it for today. If you have any questions, please contact help@kopiki.com, and we wish you luck and lots of leads and lots of opportunity on Kopiki. Thank you.